Tua, the final shot before half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Rodgers now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ready.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to pass. Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it will sting a lot.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Rodgers looking to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know.